chillin'. Rubber band stacks to the ceiling, and on, yes, the Goons stay winning. Chillin'. Rubber band stacks to the ceiling, and on, yes, the Goons stay winning.
Giants coming up here on EA Sports. East Rutherford, New Jersey is the site for today's matchup.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs. Two of the real stars of the sport. Two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team? Yeah. We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think it is no doubt about it. The offensive line's a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
The 49ers will line up in a full house set. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Davis going to secure the football on the toss.
And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line. Keep an eye on Torrey Smith, the longtime Raven, now in a 49er uniform. He had many good years out in Baltimore, Phil.
He did. Torrey Smith had Joe Flacco throw it to him. He can throw it a long way, and he's going to find out. Colin Kaepernick can make those same type of throws, so he's going to fit in perfectly with this offense.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 35. Kaepernick's off the mark there. Incomplete.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, these linebackers will be counted on today to make plays in the running and passing games. 3rd and 5 following the incompletion. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. He'll take the snap from the gun. The pass is off the mark, and that's a 3-and-out.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Giants load up the backfield for this next play. 1st down at the 20. They run the counter play. Got the first, and he's got some space. Going to take it the distance. The 10, going to take it home for the touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long-running play for a touchdown. And how about that when it had it all in its speed? Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
Ellington's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The 49ers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Quick 5 yards to start the game.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
Second down following the run.
Davis is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. The 49ers come to the line with a bunch set.
Has it right on the sideline, inbounds.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football against cover 3. The defense is trying to stop the big pass plays down the field, so you can clearly see when somebody's around the receiver, throw it out there near the sideline, get these easy completions.
Here's the football marked at the 47. Here's the first snap after the big play. They're going to run it on the toss. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss. Moving it to the other side of the field at the 49. Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 13. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. That tackle made by Pierre-Paul.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times, it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
Colin Kaepernick under center. The 49ers take it from the 33.
Makes the catch. Picks up about 2.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
And here we have second down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Kaepernick from the gun.
The defender appears to have... No, the receiver has the catch.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The 31. Here we go.
The 49ers snap it at the 31. And they're all over him for the sack. This defense in the early going looks like a mighty feisty bunch here today, Phil.
Well, I think they thought coming into today's game, by us talking to the coaches, they thought their defense was going to play well, and that was a good series that time by them.
The coach is going to go for it. Quarters formation here for the defense.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 40. The 49ers turn the ball over on downs.
The 49ers decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Giants take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line. Here's a look at the offense. And this core group of wide receivers must find a way to get open today. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups on the defensive side. Third down now.
The Giants need to get to the 50 for a first down. Set up screen to Vereen.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The 49ers taking the field again on offense. They paid the price for an aggressive decision on their last possession, passing up on the field goal attempt and going for it on 4th down, then coming up short.
Yeah, look, no second guessing for me on that. I'll just say this. I'll give the defense a lot of credit. They were there. They were ready for the situation. They made the play, and that's why the offense came away with no points.
How do you think the offense is feeling right now after that coach's decision?
Well, shoot, they're disappointed. The coach believed in him. They know the coach is showing faith. Well, he showed faith, and they let him down.
press coverage all the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. Davis got it on the toss. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're in a situation like this, it's third and real long. Don't take a chance. Be careful and get off the field.
This is third down. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. They're in punting formation. Harris got it on the return. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Well, that's nothing but just that's just luck. That's all you can say. You're the return team. They fumble the football. It bounces out, and they get it back. They lucky there.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Under pressure and incomplete. Second down following that incompletion. Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. To the ground. It's Navarro Bowman in on the play.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Third down. Vereen, the lone setback this time. Third and 4. And it's batted down.
It's a good job that time by the defense on third down. Find a way to get off the field. The defender found the way, knocked that pass down.
The Giants will punt the football. That's a gain of only a yard.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The 49ers have been largely ineffective offensively through the first quarter, as have their counterparts. Do you see the defense continuing to be the story here, partner?
I think it's all on the offense. It's just been poor play, poor execution. The opportunities have been there. When they're there, you got to take advantage of it. But so far, sloppy play by the offense.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. The 49ers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Taylor's the one who made the big stop.
The Giants defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
On the way, third down. An open lane. Set up now at the 32. The 49ers from the 32. Davis going to take the handoff now. Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Colin Kaepernick under center. And Davis is going to secure the handoff.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
Second down coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Here they come to the line at the 23.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Third and forever.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there and they sack the QB.
Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside and be back in just a moment. And this will be from 47 yards, the field goal attempt.
No, it's not. It's a fake. Ball is out. And he'll down him at that point.
Well, I don't know what to say about that decision right there. I did not like it. Take the points, kick the field goal. You tried to be too smart, and look what happened. The pass doesn't work, and now you're in a world of trouble.
The Giants now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 7-0. Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
On the money. Picks up 8 here. That's his first reception today.
The Giants did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Second down, 2 to go.
The Giants now moves the chains.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
1st and 10.
Manning's running away from the pressure. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. The give out of the eye. Ball at the 47. The 49ers out now in a 4-6 formation.
3rd and 12.
Larry Donnell has the catch. That's his first reception today.
Manning's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
Coming to the line at the 27.
Double tight end formation.
1st down at the 27. Manning's going to take off with it. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Manning's just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Will go Brown.
Looking for jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's 1st and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Giants with an extra point try on the way. Inside of the uprights.
Josh Brown about to boot it down the field.
no return as this goes for a touchback. The 49ers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
Davis lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. The 49ers will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. The 49ers come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. First down at the 20. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Second and 10 coming up. The 49ers in the full house, set now at the line. He's got the catch. Johnson's there to make the stop.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 30. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. Now first and 10. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
When you see the defensive back on the inside of a wide receiver, you have a corner route on, make sure you throw it towards the sideline, let the wide receiver outrun the defensive back, and he makes a nice catch there.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Kaepernick's going back to the air on this play. Finds his mark.
The 49ers coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
Kaepernick's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
Press coverage all the way.
The 49ers come to the line of scrimmage and show a full house. The 49ers take it from the 38. Torrey Smith with the reception. That's his first reception today.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Kaepernick's now completed 4 in a row. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They're going back up top. And it's swatted away.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Second down.
Colin Kaepernick under center. The 49ers are at the line of scrimmage with their backfield loaded up.
2nd and 10.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game, and you got 3rd long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
3rd down on the way.
The 49ers have to get to the 17-yard line for a first down.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Smith's going to pull in the bullet pass. Amukamara is there to take him down.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Kaepernick's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Davis has handed the football. Met by Cofield that time.
The long drive continues.
Second and goal from the 1.
Touchdown. That'll close the gap. And as we approach halftime, that touchdown certainly makes the lead look a lot less secure than it was just a few minutes ago.
It's going to change those halftime speeches, isn't it? One team is going to say, hey, look, we played awful, but we found a way to hang into the game. And the other team has to be disappointed. They dominated, and now they're in a close contest.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff.
Harris is going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. The Giants offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Giants from the 32. And now they're going to go with the draw play. Reed's all over that offense and brings him down.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The Giants snap it at the 31. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down.
The Giants need to get to the 42 for the first down.
3rd down and 11.
That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
The Giants trying to catch the defense by surprise here on 3rd and long. They go with the run, and sometimes those runs on 3rd and long work, and you can pick up a first down. But that time the defense was ready. They tried it, and it didn't work.
All set to punt here. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Taylor's able to read that play and make the hit.
The 49ers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second and 13. And it's picked up by Rodgers. Cromartie fights through contact. He's brought to a halt.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Giants take it from the 33. Will mark him at the 22. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day. First down here after the run. They bring in the extra tight end. And here's the toss. And this run goes backwards and will end up as a loss of 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 27.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Second and long. Down on the field. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way they feel right now where they're at in this football game. On the defensive side, listen, you got some information. You saw what they're doing on the other side, so make some adjustments and find a way to get back in and get a way to win this game.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. They'll take it at the 20.
The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
First down at the 20. Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Giants now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Coming to the line at the 36-yard line.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Second and 2. He's hit as he throws it. Now looking at third down. Beckham's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Giants decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. First and 10. Screen. Catch made for a gain of about 5. The Giants will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on second down.
This will be a field goal try for Brown. The kick is good. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The second half between these two rivals is underway. The score a bit more lopsided than we expected going in. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Giants on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Two tight ends on the field here. The Giants take it from the 23. Donnell with the reception. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Giants have it at the 39. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 10. He has the grab. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line. That's reception number 4 for him. Third and 4 coming up following that completion. The Giants will take the snap from the 45. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Beckham's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The offense still on the field here on fourth down, needing 4 to stay on the field. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. That's a delay of game. The Giants come out in a bunch set. They're set to punt it away now. Touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The 49ers talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going. Now the defensive line is shifting to the right. The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
First down at the 20. Johnson's all over the ball carrier. The 49ers have tried a couple of different ways to get the running game going, but it hasn't paid off. Davis been shut down from his very first carry on.
No balance by this offense, like you said today. They can't run the football, but I've said this all the time. It's not always about just dominating physically and blocking up front. Running backs have to do their part. They have to make good decisions, and they got to break some tackles.
Second and 11.
And that'll probably go as a drop.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Failing to connect there, third down. Got drilled as he throws it.
The 49ers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The 49ers not punting. Going to go for it on fourth down.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
On downs.
The Giants are more than happy to take that gift. The offense backed up in its own territory, and they go for it on fourth down and don't make it. Good job by the defense.
First down at the 19. Handoff. Picks up maybe 3.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
At the 16-yard line, here they come.
Second down and 7.
Handoff by Manning. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day.
Well, when you get in the red zone, sometimes you have to be able to run the football. Good job by the offense, especially the offensive line that time. Good blocking up front. They pick up solid yards.
Third and short.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
They come to the line, and it's first down. They're setting up screen. Giants, touchdown. And that's 3 touchdowns for him today.
Well, I hope you didn't blink your eyes. If you did, you'd have missed that touchdown by the offense. They just marched down the field. No resistance by the defense, and they get the easy touchdown.
Josh Brown about to boot it down the field.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The 49ers take the field here. Their last possession ended with the very crazy decision of going for it on fourth down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done?
And he's intercepted.
There have been many mistakes for this offensive unit through the first 3 quarters, and now they add an interception to the list.
Yeah, you make all these mistakes during a football game, you're going to lose confidence, and that's what we see right now on the offensive side. No confidence. Go back to the basics. Start all over again. That's the best thing you can do.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First down at the 15. It's into the surefire hands of Odell Beckham Jr.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Not even a foot away. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Halfway through the third quarter. Williams runs him down.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
Third and goal from the 9. Has it. Touchdown. This is going to be a true statement win for them today.
They are serving notice to the rest of the NFL that this is what they want to do the rest of the year. And that is be sharp on offense, be physical on defense, and this is what can happen. You can win in a blowout.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. And a touchback.
The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Press coverage all the way. Davis lined up in a single back formation. That's dropped by Smith, who couldn't bring it in.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
It's a two tight end formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
One-handed grab.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better, finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Kaepernick's completion percentage, 40% on the day.
First down and 10.
The line of scrimmage is the 33. And Davis is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The 49ers take it from the 33. That's dropped by Bolden, who couldn't bring it in.
Well, it's third and long. I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends.
Heaving it down the field. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. Call me crazy, Phil. It's the late 3rd, but maybe this is the start of an epic comeback.
Well, Jim, you're crazy. You said call you crazy, so I'm just saying it. You are crazy. But to answer your question, I don't think this game is over. We've seen miracles before. Maybe this is the start of one right here.
Driving extra point is good.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff.
Harris has got a chance for a return. And runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Giants could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
The Giants from the 27. And nothing there as that was double covered.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
The Giants from the 27.
Looking to go down the field here. He's picked off again.
Late in the third, and will this be the spark that somehow inspires the offense to get back into the game?
It could, Jim. I'll say this. For the offense, have a sense of urgency. This is it. You need to score after that turnover to get back in this game.
Loss of 2 on that play. Davis lined up as the single back. The 49ers snap it at the 31. And this is dropped.
Bush is not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. That's one thing. Or they're just trying to get it in their hands too quick. Why? Because they're trying to make some yards after the catch. That was the problem that time.
It's now second down.
Kaepernick will be taking the snap out of the pistol.
Almost intercepted. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
The 49ers have to get to the 41 for a first. Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3 and out.
The 49ers don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
4th down and 10, and they're going to go for it.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The 49ers snap it at the 31. The 49ers turn the ball over on downs.
The 49ers go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Giants have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down. Don't get conservative. Keep it going. Try to score points and just dominate the other team.
And gains about 1.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Giants will take the snap from the 30.
Set up screen. That's a gain of 8.
The Giants do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes 3rd down much easier.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Giants from the 22. Victor Cruz has the catch.
This offense can't be stopped on 3rd down no matter the distance.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
1st and 10.
And they score again here to pad the lead.
a little more salt in the wound with that touchdown, and we've still got one more quarter to play.
Hey, look, this is professional football. Don't look for them just to slow down because they're nice guys on the other side. They're going to play hard, so you better make your mind up to get out there and play hard, or you're just going to continue to get embarrassed.
Josh Brown about to boot it down the field.
It'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, Jim, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
The 49ers lined up, bunch formation.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
2nd down and 5.
Reggie with the reception.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those 1st downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Now 1st and 10.
Davis is taking the handoff.
And that's a gain of 10. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Davis is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
We're heading to the 4th quarter in what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over, but we finish it out, and you know what, same here in this football game, they got to go ahead and finish this game out. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
And Ayers is the one who made the big stop.
Coming up, 2nd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Kaepernick now on the move. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
It'll be 3rd down.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
Bush lines up as the single back here. Fourth and 9 to go, and they're going to go for it. The 49ers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Makes the catch inbounds.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd.
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field.
There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
Kaepernick's completion percentage, 40% on the day. Davis got it on the handoff. They will snap it now at the 7-yard line. The 49ers come to the line with a bunch set. 2nd and goal from the 7. Kaepernick's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. A takeaway.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Early in the 4th, and if there was ever thought of a miracle comeback, that interception pretty much ended it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they ever thought there's going to be a miracle comeback in this game. It's been bad all day long. I actually feel bad for them throwing that interception because they just can't seem to do anything right on the offensive side.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play.
Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Brock's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Giants running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Pulls it in.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The Giants have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Giants take it from the 28. Beckham's got it on a pass that had some heat. He's in the clear. The 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. This will end up being an embarrassing final score for the team on the wrong end of it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be embarrassed, and their pride is going to be hurt. And, you know, on the winning team right now, it's time to think about putting in the backups and just let this clock run out.
Ellington's got it. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The 49ers just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Davis in the backfield. Single back set. Kaepernick with the handoff. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the 1st.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those 1st downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
The 49ers snap it at the 41. Slashing to the right side.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Kaepernick's going to be in the pistol here. The 49ers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second and 10. Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete.
quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
When you see linebackers shifted around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Ball's picked off. He's brought down. It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game, as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad, the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Gets the handle here. They'll mark him at the 41.
Hurry up. 2-minute offense. 2nd down and 4. Going deep. It's 3rd down coming up.
Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Gonna try and scramble now. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. Offense still on the field here on 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 4 for the first. The Giants snap it at the 41.
Secures it with 2 hands.
Well, your team's trailing in the 2nd half, but it's 4th down situation. The defense has got to rise up, and they did it that time. They get the play, stop the offense, and they get off the field.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
1st and 10.
And it's knocked down. At the 45-yard line.
Second down and 10.
Running room. Collins is there to take him down.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Tackles made. Breaking huddle at the 13.
Second and 10.
Kaepernick now on the move. Kaepernick's met after a gain of 8.
He is a good runner with the football, not like most quarterbacks in the National Football League. They design runs for him just to do it as a running back.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line.
Kaepernick's on the move. Kaepernick's marked down after a gain of 4.
So close to getting the touchdown, but what a good job by the defense, holding them about 1 foot short. Let's see what they do in the next play.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning. It's 1st down as they head to the line.
Millers runs it in for the touchdown. A late touchdown in this blowout, and you wonder, well, why didn't they play like that at the start?
Well, listen, they were trying to, but they're just not as good as the other team, especially on this day, and that's why they struggled all day long and had a tough time. And finally, the defense let up a little, and they gave them a mercy touchdown there at the end of the game.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. First down at the 20. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The 49ers packing the box here. 46 formation. Screen. Makes the reception. Has 12 on this play.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
First down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Manning's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
2nd down and 10. Larry Donnell has the catch. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The Giants have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Manning's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been...
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
Ellington's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line.
The 49ers offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side, don't press the issue, just get this game over with. Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
That's 2nd down coming up.
The 49ers will line up in a full house set.
And they deck the quarterback.
Corners down the NFL, they're asked to do so many things. Stop the run, cover guys in zone, cover them in man-to-man coverage. And how about this blitz that time by the corner? Gets to the quarterback and takes it down for the sack.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
The 49ers have it at the 24. Makes the reception.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Bush has got it. On a pass, had some heat on it.
The 49ers with no timeouts left. First down and 10.
Kaepernick's going to scramble. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it as they will not get another playoff in time.
All that animosity, all that hatred, all the buildup, and in the end, It was a win that was a one-sided affair.
Yeah, it was in all sides. Everything you looked at, they got out hit today. They weren't as physical. They were not smart on the field. Even the design of what they were trying to do, the managing of the game, that was wrong on the coaching side. Just one awful effort.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.